Hey everybody, welcome back to another Phoenix log, which is basically my update videos that I try to do roughly every month, I would say, to just sort of update you on where I am with my writing process, updates related to art, book cover art, things happening on the website, within the community Discord and social medias and things like that. So for the past 2 months, I have been pushing a initiative via places like Instagram, TikTok, predominantly on Instagram because I feel like that was a platform I haven't been giving much love. If I'm going to be completely honest, I think I actually prefer it more than just about every other place aside from YouTube because of the fact that it feels like there's a very strong community around books and reading and supportive indie authors such as myself. So I've been pushing really hard there. My goal has been to get my ebook and or audiobook into the hands of roughly 1,000 different readers over the course of the past 2 months. And I am pleased to say that I have achieved that goal. Now, whether or not all those people do indeed go to platforms such as Goodreads and Amazon, Fable, etc., and provide me an honest review of my debut novel, The Fall of Magic, is yet to be seen. It is a very significant goal that has been achieved, and I'm very, very pleased about that. So, seriously, just a shout out to everybody that's given my book a chance. That means that we are essentially in the place of, I think, something like 1,500 or more readers total for not quite even a year of the book being out, which is very awesome because I've really been learning all this myself, how to market my book, how to get it to people, how to develop a community, grow a community. I'm very pleased to also say that we've reached over 200 people in the community Discord. So if you're not already a part of that, I would like to invite you to join it. I'll have the link down below in this video. Aside from that, my cover artist, Jeff Brown, has completed the cover art for The Light of Hope. I'm just waiting for some mock-ups and things like that, and I'll probably start sharing it in the near future. To say that it's beautiful is a vast understatement. Now for the biggest announcement of this whole video. At least it's a huge milestone for me. I am pleased to say that after 242.3 thousand words, 614 plus pages later, I have completed the first draft of The Light of Hope. Progress on that now means I do a self-edit, which I'm going to do from roughly October 10th to November 10th, at which time I will be just doing my own first edit, self-edit to kind of clean up some things. As of November 10th, I will be getting this manuscript then to my new editor, development editor, who will be basically reviewing and editing and making tons of suggestions, chopping it up, making it the best version of itself that it can be, and getting that back to me roughly around early February. In that time, my wife and I, with any luck, will be closing on our home, roughly sitting on 50 acres, which is going to be a huge accomplishment for us. And so in that time, I should be moving. All things go according to plan. So send good vibes, please. And also, I will be doing 2 maps for book 2 in that time as well, along with some massive updates for the Masters Core website. Currently, you have what? You have character pages in the archives. You have some things on the noble tenants, the magic system briefly. You have creatures, both good and bad creatures, darkborn and otherwise. We will also be expanding that to now share even more dark creatures that we come to find and learn about in book 2, as well as more Avenats and other just magical creatures in the world of Auro. I will also be updating pages that have characters from book 2, and probably the biggest, most exciting aspect to share is, drum roll please, the Masters. Art on the Masters is being completed as we speak. The first 4, Thesa, Vorla, Ashan, and Mithra, are all done. I also have Aneva, Orima, who you may also know as the Dark Master Merida, and 2 others that are being completed. Then moving to the Twin Flames and the Dark God version of the Dark Master Merida. So a lot going on. I will be probably putting this in an update via email sometime soon. If you're not part of the Discord, I do release some of these sketches that Felipe does for me early, just to sort of tease at that, a little bit of something to look at to kind of fill the gap in between all the time when I'm writing and working on other things. There's so much coming. I'm going to be printing my own map to put on the Masters Core website. So if you'd like to get one, you can. I'm also going to be putting up t-shirts and bookmarks and just a lot of other really fun, nerdy merch that if you really love the world of Oro and you'd like to sort of have some more things to maybe put on the shelf next to the book, then you will have the opportunity to do that. Obviously, no pressure. It completely supports me and my work as an author. And I do have the goal of one day being able to do this as the only thing I do for a living. But at this time, that's not really the case. But to every single one of you who reads my book, spreads the word, shares the story, tells people about it, purchases a book, whether it's on Amazon or on the Masters Core website itself, you pick up the special edition, which is in limited supply, but still up. No matter what, no matter how you choose to support, I just want you to know that it really means everything to me, because you are giving someone like me in a sea of tons of great authors in the world the opportunity to tell my stories, to share them with people like you and others. And I will truly forever be grateful. I do have the intention to be writing in the world of Oro for the rest of my life, and I will be doing it regardless. But the more people that support my work and these stories, and that work to connect, to be a part of the community, and to just take an enjoyment of it with me, the more inspired I am to just push harder and to do more to try to bring the world of Oro to you in as many ways as possible. So I'm trying to think if there's any other updates to share. I did get through the majority of characters in the Behind the Bookbind series on YouTube. Remember, that is a spoiler heavy series, so don't watch it unless you have completed the first book already. I got to the end of the majority of the prime characters for that book. I will probably continue to do some things in the future, but I'm kind of shifting after this video to do some other just more book centric or story centric conversations, both as an indie author who can share something, because I have been getting more and more questions through Instagram and stuff like that about, should I get an ISBN number? Should I get my own barcode? Like, what are the pros and cons to hiring a cover artist? How are ways you could do it yourself? What is it you do? And things like that. And being able to answer those questions for potential authors that might be looking for some source of information. I'm happy to do that, because honestly, I didn't really feel like there were tons of great resources out there when I did it. I found a few people that had some good things, but I had to really cut through a lot of the additional information just to get to the direct answers on what I needed. Now, it takes some time for me to do that, so I don't know how frequently I'll be doing those, but I do plan to do more. I'm also going to be, and this is probably the other final thing as we get into the fall to winter months, where I have a little more downtime and I'm not able to revise because I'm waiting to get my manuscript back from my dev editor. And then after I work on that, I've also got to get it to a copy line editor, which is a whole other process. That's the final one before formatting and publication planning and everything. So I think in the time where I complete, or when I'm sort of in a bit of a lull, I will be doing some plotting for book 3, which, yes, there's already a title for it and everything, but I'll be doing a little bit of plotting around book 3, some preliminary work on that, and then also doing some more around like maps and website development, and then also trying to get the Masters Core YouTube, which is its own separate YouTube, to get some videos done so that I can put those videos on the archive pages for characters, people, places, etc., to just have another medium for people that want to learn about the information that maybe don't prefer to read it, or maybe, there's some reason that they can't read it. So listening to it or watching it might be more user friendly. And I'll be doing that and keeping that separate there. But those updates will come through this YouTube, or not YouTube, through my Discord community channels for you all as well. So there's a lot going on there. A lot of side updates are going to start popping up in the Discord as well to update you on pages that have had adjustments made and or new pages that are being posted. So definitely keep an eye on that. I'll definitely have some more things to share probably towards November sometime. And then again towards December, because I will be making a very big push. I'd love to grow our Discord community somewhere around 1,000, if at all possible, before book 2 launch. And I will probably be doing some physical book giveaways around that, as well as some that I'm really excited to do giveaways about, just to say thanks to everybody who has been a part of this journey with me. And that includes giving away some free versions of the Fade copies that I had saved from the Kickstarter, as well as some of the Hero copies I had saved off to the side for giveaway specifically. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I will have some more videos coming soon. Who knows? Maybe I'll even squeeze one out this week. It is my wife's birthday, so on Tuesday. So I'm taking time off of writing to just let my brain charge, spending time with her because she's been a champion. She's been there all along, even though I've been grinding for the past 6 months on this manuscript. So I am pleased to say that a small break is definitely going to be enjoyed, but I'll be back at it hard by the end of next week or this week as you watch this video. Much love to everybody. Until next time, may the light guide you. I will see you again real soon. Bye, everybody. Coffee.